Continental is a German company founded in 1871 in Hanover, Germany. Since its creation, the group headquarters have been in the same city. The group celebrated last year in 2021 its 150th anniversary. Our key ambitions in the group are 100% carbon neutrality, 100% emission-free mobility and industry, 100% circular economy, and finally 100% responsible value chain. Continental is divided in three different sectors: the automotive sector, the tires sector, and the Continental sector. Each sector is also divided in several business areas. The automotive sector contains, for example, the autonomous mobility, the safety and motion business areas. The tires sector contains, for example, the original equipment and the replacement business areas. And the Continental sector contains, for example, the power transmission group business areas. In 2021, Continental employed more than 190,000 employees and has 527 sites in 58 different countries around the world. The group produces tires for all types of vehicles, from cars to transport, including motorized two-wheelers, but also for the military sector. The plant in Sarreguemines, France, where we are currently located, is part of the tires sector. But we also have a production line for the Continental sector. About the history of the plant, so the plant opened in 1964 and the first tire were produced the same year. In 2014, the plant celebrated its 50th anniversary of the site, and more than 1,500 people are working on the plant. This number also includes trainees and people working for external companies. Within the project, we are a so-called demonstration pilot site. That means that we are a company providing a machine where some solutions developed during the AI Proficient project will be implemented. Continental provided information on a machine that was well suited to the implementation of artificial intelligence. That means a machine that already had a multitude of sensors of all kinds and a range of historical data supplied. The combi line and extruder for production of sidewalls and threads met these criteria. From the start of the project in November 2020, Continental worked with its process, maintenance and IT experts to develop use cases for the combi line. These use cases are concrete case studies that will be used as work supports during the project and as examples. Indeed, most of the new technologies developed in the framework of the project will be implemented on the machine. Thus, Continental, being an expert in rubber extrusion, is able to help different partners to understand their process and the different data that have been provided to them. One of Continental's other jobs at the beginning of the project was to explain the process of building a tire as a whole, and then to explain the process of building a thread. Because although the machine can produce two products, we are only focusing on building threads within the project. Unfortunately, from the very beginning of the project, we were slowed down by the worldwide pandemic, which made it impossible for project partners from several regions in Europe to come. So we bounced back with trials of virtual tools with the help of connected glasses, remote presentations by machine process experts, and questions and answer sessions. With the short break from the pandemic in November and December 2021, we took the opportunity to give a first tour of the factory to some of the partners. This half-day visit was an opportunity to discover the combi line from different angles and to get a better idea of how it works. This visit was a real plus for the rest of the project. After the process was well explained and understood by everyone, Continental turned its attention to the transfer of various data. We had to start by listing all the useful data for all the use cases of the project, as well as extracting them from the different databases in which they are located. Once all these steps were done, we made them available on a file sharing platform that is used for the project. Moreover, the partners have various questions when developing artificial intelligence algorithms. These questions concern the machine, the process, the product, and the data. Continental is available to answer these questions and to help the project progress. We expect to have some gains regarding the following points. So first, we want to optimize machine control setting and startup. For that purpose, the AI developed within the project will try to enable optimal machine control parameters such as speed or temperature. In the context of our project, which aims to respect an ethic, the operator will always be in control of the machine. Thus, these optimal parameters will be transmitted in the form of suggestions to the operators, who will then be able to decide whether to use them or not, according to their own experience and their feeling of the real situation. Second, we want to reduce production failures due to system breakage or disturbance. 3 subsystems, the extruders, the cutting system, and the packing system, are part of the combi line. These subsystems have a direct impact on the productivity and the quality of the production. Therefore, within the project, we are working on a preventive maintenance of some of these subsystems. The AI will help to determine the remaining useful life of some critical components so that the preventive actions can be scheduled in time, thus reducing the time needed for the intervention and therefore reduce the time of stoppage of the machine. 3, we want to reduce low quality products due to system degradation. So all threads must respect our quality standards, and within the project we are working on an AI for an advanced process monitoring to detect the component's behavior and deviations that may affect the product quality before it occurs. It will also make recommendations about proactive strategies to compensate the deviation or the degradation. From my point of view, artificial intelligence can be a great help in the daily tasks of operators. Indeed, it can allow him to be relieved of a significant mental load, especially in our case with proposals of changes in parameters by the AI that the operator can then decide to follow or not. These proposals can also be of great help for operators with less experience on the machine. We must not hide the fact that AI can also allow us to gain in productivity, especially by working on the axis of preventive maintenance to make the machine as reliable as possible while having controlled and planned machine downtimes. In addition, AI can also improve the quality of products in the manufacturing industry. Indeed, an AI can carry out all sorts of analysis on quality, find the root causes of a problem, and propose solutions to remedy it. For several years now, Continental has been entering into the Industry 4.0 era. Indeed, we find our factories a multitude of digital equipment such as control screens, tablets, connected glasses and watches, etc. In addition, thousands of sensors placed on the machines allow data to be collected to allow a vision of the evolution of these parameters and also to allow automatic regulation in certain cases. On our machines, which is at the heart of the project, there are a multitude of screens which allow a display of a lot of information at the same time. In addition, an automatic mode can be activated using a multitude of data captured on the machine to automatically regulate some parameters in order to keep the quality of the product constant throughout the production. Within the framework of the project, we will try to bring a different vision. Indeed, we will not only use real-time data to enable real-time regulation, but with the AI developed by our partners in this project, we'll be able to predict variations in certain parameters. In this way, countermeasures can be taken even before drifts are observed by the sensors.